guys, so it is time for January homeschooling favorites, and I'm actually going to keep 2017 homeschool favorites just the same as it was last year. So if you are interested in linking up in this link up, then you can just make your video, your blog post the comment below, and I will go ahead and as I see them, as I have time to approve those comments, put them in the description box below. So if you have not joined us before for homeschooling favorites, check out the description box below. Over the next few days, I'll be adding other people's homeschool favorites videos and blog posts so you can get a ton of different ideas and resources if you are interested in finding some new things for your homeschool. So let's get started. The first thing that I am sharing this month is something that I actually shared on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago. It is this book, Teaching from Rest. It is written by Sarah Mackenzie, and I'm so excited because I just found out that she is going to be the keynote speaker at the FPEA homeschooling conference this year. So I think I found that out the day after I posted this, and so I'm so excited to hear her sit in on some of her sessions and listen to her keynote address. So basically, this book, how do I explain this? If you think that this book is going to teach you like steps to a peaceful home, that is not it. This book will change your mind about, or it will help your mind, it'll help you understand what it truly means to teach from a place of rest in your soul, not from physical rest. Because the woman who wrote this had many young children at the time she wrote it, and so I think most of us can relate with her. I had to read this so slow because there are just so many great points, and you need your highlighter, you need a notebook. I mean, you will just soak up so much from this book. So that is my first homeschool favorite for this month. Next is another something for mom. It's this label maker. I don't know it took me so long to get a label maker, but we were redoing the kids' playroom, and I really needed a label maker because I had like this vision for labeling all the bins, and now this has become like a huge staple in our homeschool. I have been labeling, their clothespins that I use for their chores, everything. I just label. This was really inexpensive and very user-friendly. I think I've joked before, and it's funny because I have a YouTube channel, that I'm just not very good with technology. And so this was like plain and simple, type the stuff out, change the font, easy, print, click, done. So I'm a fan of this. I will link all of these that you can find on Amazon below in the description box as well. Next is something that's free. If you are familiar with the 1+1+1=1 blog and website, she has talked about the Songs for Saplings CD before. I went to order it the other day on Amazon, and I found out that with it, Prime members can stream it for free. So I downloaded the Amazon Music app onto my phone, and I have been playing that for the kids in their playroom and in the bathroom while they're taking their bath and in the car and everything. Basically, the songs are all less than a minute long, and it just sings scripture. So for example, the letter A, they say apple, and it's the psalm that says, keep me as the apple of your eye, and then they say the scripture reference. I think it's Psalm 17:1. So it just sings it 3 times over. Keep me as the apple of your eye, apple of your eye, apple of your eye. Keep me as the apple of your eye, Psalm 17:1, and then it repeats it about 3 times. So that song I think is like 40 seconds. Then it moves on to B and C and D, and they have like a different keyword that corresponds with a Bible verse. And it goes all the way through the letter Z, and each song is less than a minute long, so you never really get too annoyed by it because there's 26 different songs. And it's cool because my kids have been so, they soak up so much. And so we bought the Trolls, or actually we got it for Christmas, the Trolls soundtrack, because they loved that movie. And so I'm like hearing my kids rapping all this music, and I'm like, my goodness, they picked this stuff up fast. So this was a good switch. So now they are just repeating this, and it's so nice because it's just the straight scripture. It's not, they don't add anything to it. They just sing the scripture through 3 or 4 times, and they move on to the next song, and my kids have picked up on it, and it's very calming. It's not annoying for me to hear, all day long. So I totally recommend that. If you have Amazon, you can stream that for free. I don't know how long they're gonna have that for free, but I think the CD is $8 once that is over. Next, this is something that I shared on my Instagram as well. This was a last minute Christmas purchase. I actually didn't think it would get here by Christmas. I just ordered it because it was a good deal. And I was really interested in checking this game out. And it came on Christmas Eve, so I just wrapped it up and stuck it under the tree. And this is probably the biggest hit in our family that we've, as far as a board game that we've ever had. So this game is called Kaboom. Basically, you can play for up to 5 players. One player, let's see if I can get this all out of here and kind of give you an idea of how this works. So you have these building cards, and you just lay them out all over the table. And then as one player is trying to build, there's only a certain number of blocks that it comes with, blocks this size. So as the one player is trying to build as many as they can on top of this card, whatever card they choose, the other players are using these little catapults and launching these dice at the what they've built. So you get a certain number of dice depending on how many players there are. So say you only get 3 little bombs here, you can only launch each one once. So it's not like it's totally unfair for the younger kids. You know, it's just it's not like you're launching it and then pulling it back and launching, and because then of course, you know, it would be totally completely unfair. But it's really fun, and sometimes if you're going to build, like, you can't build both this one and this one at the same time because you don't have 3 of these red pieces. You might only have 2. So you have to be pretty logical with what you choose. You only have a minute to build, or maybe it's 30 seconds, it's a 30-second timer. That is super, super fun. And so we kind of have a family rule: go easy on the littler ones. Don't like, you know, try to nail their towers every time. But then when John and I are building, the kids are like going nuts trying to launch it. And I think every time each one of our turns is over, we're all like red in the face because we're just like trying to build as quickly as you can. And so it's a very, very fun family game. It's great because you know, they're building, it's all that logic and that building and even just aiming the dice. It's really fun. It's something that I would consider a homeschool favorite because just the general, you know, the building and the blocks and all that. So this is a huge hit in our home at the moment, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. I couldn't wait. As soon as we played it for the first time on New Year's Eve, I was like, mental note, that is going in our homeschool favorites because that is quickly becoming a very fun family game, or even just a sibling game for the kids to play during school. I have 3 more things to share. First is this preschool practice workbook here. And this is really funny because this is the 3rd time I've purchased this book. Every time that my kids are about 3 and they want to do school with their sibling, I buy this first because it's just, you know, they're not quite ready to stay in the lines with things or do those really fine motor skill type of things. But these cutting practice, these scissor skills books are just so much fun. So it's kind of, I guess, bittersweet to be buying this for the 3rd time because I have so many memories of my older 2 doing this, and now buying it for my 3-year-old. It's just like, how is this already the 3rd time? I feel like I just started homeschooling last year when my oldest was 3 or 4, and now I'm buying this book for the 3rd time. But this just, if they ever feel like they want a worksheet, which, you know, I try to stay away from worksheet type of things at this young age, but this is a really fun book for them. So basically each cutting and pasting activity, for example, so page 5 is right here. This is what they can cut, and they can glue it to this. Here's the worksheet. So putting the shape over the blank shape there. So it's just cutting and pasting, very simple, but they feel like they're doing real school, and they are developing some little motor skills with it. So this is really inexpensive. I think it's like $3 or $4. So like I said, I will link this below, but this is always the very first official workbook I buy for my kids when they start taking an interest in school. And then while we're on the subject of preschool, my mom got this for the kids for Christmas, this Alex Toys paper roll. And she also got them a bunch of other like patterned rolls. And so what's really nice about this, we actually used to have a kid's desk that had one of these built in, and I almost kept the desk around just because I really liked this thing. I had no idea that they sold them individually, but you can put the paper roll in here, pull it out through here, it holds it down on the desk, and then the kids can just color. They're not limited to an 8.5 by 11 size piece of paper. And she also got them each one of these sets of foam rollers, and each their own smock. And so I wanted to share this with you guys because I thought that this was such a great gift. My kids loved it. It worked for all of their ages. I mean, I was so impressed. Like, why didn't I think of that kind of a thing? So she got them this, and she bought them all new paint and things like that. But I just thought it was such a neat gift idea if you are gifting to a homeschool family, you know, anytime throughout this year, birthday party kind of stuff. I don't know a parent who wouldn't appreciate some more fun art tools like that. And then last but not least, this koala crate that we got this month was absolutely my most favorite koala crate. It was actually from the month of December, but I saved it because we're doing a little bit of toddler time with it, or preschool time with it in January to a winter themed tot school this month. So I will show you actually what's inside of here. Okay, here's a little peek inside of the koala crate this month, or actually it was last month's. It's snow theme, but I saved it to use this month with our snow theme tot school. So let's see if I can get this open. There we go. So the 3 projects he has to make is this snow globe, the ice painting postcards, if you can see that. So all I need to provide here is water, and penguin bowling. So it comes with everything you need to make all of that. And then there are some other fun projects and some books that you can check out from the library to go along to make it a whole unit. So this is what we've been doing to extend his to make it kind of like his whole preschool. There's a book in there, coloring, jokes, and then an extra project that you can do yourself. If you have, most of these things you should have on hand probably in your own house. So I'll show you what else is in here. Here's everything you need to make the bowling and the snow globes. So there's clay, this ball, here's the plastic for the snow globe, little molds, some stickers, the little pieces. I'm not exact. Were those stickers? Yeah. A little setup for the penguins. These. Did I just drop that? Did that come in the bag? Not sure if that was theirs or mine. Thinking that's theirs. Some powdered paint. Little scene for the snow globe, I believe, and then I think this is to decorate the penguins. So yeah, that's everything that is in this month's koala crate, or last month's koala crate. And then this month's theme is rainforest. Okay guys, so that's some of the things that we are loving in our homeschool this month. Like I said, if you are interested in linking up with this Homeschool Favorites link up, the information for how to do that is in the description box below. I am excited because we're kind of on a roll with school right now. We're going as much as we can before this baby gets here, and so I have quite a few ideas up my sleeve, and I do plan on sharing in the next week or so here some different preschool ideas, because my little one, like I said, is really getting into some preschool stuff, and I don't have as much time to pull stuff together as I used to with my older two. So I think I've come up with some great ideas to have a little bit of preschool time every day, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. So I will catch you guys later, and I can't wait to see what you have to share. Bye.